or I will do it in a different class just to make it super different. I'll create a separate class called database connection. So this database connection, what I supposed to keep it?
Can you
Keep
repeat what you
something.
just did, sir? I lost here somewhere.
I just received whatever parameter given as an input in your index.html.
Okay.
And this request will come via this action I have given, right? Action is insert data and method is
So
post.
this
And that,
dot slash insert data, that is your manual name, or like it has to be exactly the same whatever you have given?
no, it's a manual name. It's a complete manual name. You can
Okay.
give anything. Whatever you are giving, make sure you are mapping it here
Yeah, mapping
correctly.
here. Yeah.
So your mapping has to be correct, exactly same. You have to
Okay.
remember that. So now database connection, I will create one static method. Let's say public static create connection. I just kept one method here. Public static, I will return connection. This connection object is nothing but your java.sql. That connection object. Now initialize your all connection. I can maybe copy from there my JDBC thing. I would like to copy that too. Simply bring it out here. And this would have changed. I'll do that. Catch. Exception. So this is, I'm only returning this connection, whatever I'm creating. I don't need to create statement here. I'll do there only. Simply I create the connection. I will return connection. This is only so that I can call this method whenever I need. That's why I create this method. For example, tomorrow I need to call this. I need to create the connection again. Why I write this code again and again? I simply call this method from this class. This will help me to do that. So that's it. Okay. It's error. It's like error detail dot whatsoever, and connection should be closed. That I will close it from different end, not from here. I just declare and return the connection. So now if I come back here, I can do in this way. In database connection I got it. And say initialize connection. This decoration, wherever method you want to keep it, what it's up to you. It's not necessary, but I'm showing little bit of formal way how generally we do it. You can take it. So database connection package dot as a static method. So I don't need to create an object of class. I can directly call based on name. I hope everybody knows why, because static method has been given. Now I will create here prepare statement. Why prepare statement? It helps us to do it very easily, parameterized. Correct? So is equal to, let's say, connection dot prepare statement. Now I'll write the SQL here. So what is the SQL? Basically I'm trying to write insert query here, right? So I would write the insert query. Same thing just now we have seen. Spring query. Insert into table name, simple value equation. That's it. Now I can pass that insert query here. I would like to make it inside try catch block. Dot get message. So now previous statement is giving this. Next is I can set the parameter previous statement dot set integer. What parameter I supposed to pass? First is index and then student ID. Which student ID? In line number 16, whatever I received here. Simple. Like that way I can pass previous statement. That's why parameterized one is the most used one inside JDBC. I can do this easily. And if I want to do that later also, I can do that. Student's name, then previous statement dot set integer, then 3 comma student age. That's it. So I pass all the previous statement here. Next, I need to execute. As simple as that. Insert query. So previous statement dot execute. Execute update you can do. Insert query, right? Integer row count. Row inserted, and once I inserted this, I will show you another way. You can write back an HTML element from here also. So there is another way. I'm not forwarding back a response to anywhere else in this case. I can simply close this previous statement dot close. I'm supposed to close it. Connection dot close. Now here I will write back. It's a very simple way to display the result that data has been updated. This is something which is called to display success message. So the successful success. Okay. How we can show that? Simple. I'll put a check if the row count is greater than 1, greater than 0. Then I will do this. Print writer. There is something called print writer, where you can write back directly to the browser. It's another way. Other than HTML page. I can forward this to there as well. I will say out is equal to response. Whatever your response you have, HTTP response in this particular segment, this response. This response dot get writer, and here out dot println I have to write the HTML code inside it. Start HTML, close HTML. Generally, people don't write this. People forward to some. I'll show you that in next.
Did you throw the exception or it's not?
I have shown, right? Line number 41, 42, 40.
In line number 38, that also asks the.
That is why everything will be handled in this particular 41, right? Everything will be handled because this exception is a super class. Anyway, that we will be learning there in your exception handling class section. But this response.
It's all error for me.
No, because you haven't. Maybe you are keeping that outside of your try block. I'm keeping everything
inside the try block.
Maybe I'll see that later on. Have you imported java.io? It's not anything else. I assume you're
yeah, java.io print right now.
Okay, we'll see that. Let's complete body. Let's say end of the body. Body tag. See, I'm writing the entire HTML code. So here I am just simply wanted to print one thing, that student info update inserted or updated.
So why row count is greater than 0?
Obviously, right? Yeah, once you insert one record, that means you have one second.
Oh yeah. I got it.
Yeah, so whenever you inserted a record, right?
Yeah.
So obviously your row count will increase, right? That's why once you have a row count greater than 0, then you should tell that, okay, your information updated successfully. Otherwise, you should not.
Yeah.
There can be possible that the row has not inserted properly. You have done some small mistake. Right? And this is a way you can write it back to the browser. So entire coding is done. No more coding is remain. That's it. This is simply insert operation. You can do update, you can do delete, any sort of operation from anywhere. Now, next thing is how to deploy this to servers. For me, whoever is using IntelliJ, for them you will be having Tomcat here. For others, you need to add the server. We were using Eclipse. Okay, for me, it is like Tomcat server, local. I need to deployment. I have to go to here, artifact ID. I'll go with exploded one. Server, application server, Tomcat. Template 1099. So this is my URL. I can change this URL. Let's say simple server example. I remove the word. I can change that if I want. I would like to have it 1.8. Okay. So this will get configured here. No, whatever. One configuration style 1.8. Server, okay.
we do not need main method for this application.
No, because this is going to happen on server, right? Because this is completely happen on server. This is not going to happen on your main method or something, right? Local. Oh, okay. Maybe I need to add that. I was doing wrongly. Artifact ID what? I'll select here. Application not specified. Let me go with explode it now. Application server not specified.
Which versions Tomcat?
Oh, my bad. This is not E server. E server I have to use, right? I suppose. I have done. This is Tomcat server, right? Not E server.
Yeah.
This one supposed to be, right?
8. Tomcat 8.
Yes.
There is also a smart tone or something.
Now it is coming.
For me, only Tomcat version 9 and 10 works.
Okay. Address. Okay.
That is also works. I'm fine.
No, that's fine. That depends on the system to system, right? So there is nothing. No hard and fast rule that it has to be that only. But don't worry about Sunday's exam. Sunday's exam will be only with JDBC. This will be your project thing, so you will be having time next week also to explore this. But I'm just showing.
We need to pass the Tomcat file location,
What location?
Tomcat file directory.
Yes, we need to. I just now. Loaded the page and not. Let me check. Localhost dot doc. No PLU.
405 status method not allowed.
Open web my web dot same thing. Web application.
There's init and the destroy method should be anytime. That's mandatory.
That's always in the beginning.
In
connected
the beginning, and this way will be in the end.
in the end, yes. That's what was the call. Just a moment.
That's only in this method call.
Edit configure. Edit configuration. Go to deployment, undeploy this plus artifact exploded. Okay, apply. Okay. Start the server. Let's see. One. Phone number. Index.html should load. While index.html. Oh, where is our index.html is now? Oh.
Deployment is a hard part, I think.
This perm is definitely a hard part.
Just to how to set up the things. If I don't know all the
Yeah, don't worry. This is beginning, right? So this is where we are going towards complicated zone, right? So don't worry about this. I'll remove this for him. I don't need any more.
Everything should be cooperative. Just like if one thing is not cooperative,
What do you mean cooperative?
means everything should be match up. Like
everything has a logic. So by default, this guy will load. So everything is like by default HTML index.html should load. Earlier it was JSP. By default, once it creates it's JSP, but once we convert to a web configuration page,
specific driver, specific port, specific path.
yeah.
Specific
So there
code.
are a couple of things which you need to observe. So this once you do 2 or 3 times, it will be a habit.
But the problem my IntelliJ is not working. It is in the vacation. I cannot do the IntelliJ, all the things. Still, I'm trying to work in the Eclipse. Still, have some problem.
This page is not coming. There is some error.
But how to understand the language of these things, the error message, that's the.
Yeah, here only it will come, right? Here only it will come. Slowly, once you will start getting it, you will be understanding it.
But It's not. It is not good to Google and this. We should look for the Google.
If this error is only coming from web XML, or is it?
No, this is not an error. The problem is, I'll show. This is not an error. This is bring it up, but it is not bringing it up how I want. What I'm saying is, it is bring it up. It's a blank, not found thing. I can show you. This is coming up like this. Localhost JDBC example. If I do index dot,
yeah, it could be a problem with the problem of the PY with jar file.
No, not a jar file. It is something coming to the configuration. Let me delete the configuration. Let's see. 2 plus tomcat local deployment artifact. Okay. Again, I will do data list. Tomcat server.
The STP post is okay, L0L0.
Which one?
STP post port.
This is the 8080. This is JMX port. This is before launch deployment. What? I delete this. Artifact. Exploded one. So if I add, apply OK.
You should please wait, at least working on it.
What exploded? While picking a project, I have chosen that, right?
It's connected to the server.
It's connected to the server, but it is by default page is not getting coming. That is what the problem is. It's connected to the server, but my default page, which is supposed to come up, is not coming up.
Maybe
my default page means this index.h.
HTML page.
Yes. That has to come up, right? So that has to come up on load.
Yeah, in my case, when I run the application, that will navigate to the web application, web page, but shows that the some 4-5 status.
Method not
allowed. Yeah.
So you are trying to write something, do post, or you are making undo get, something like that is happening. This red means it is happening, connected to server is there, but once it start up, that is what.
It seems like a problem. Artifact ID, artifact.
No, not that easy. Okay, let me find out this issue. Instead of let's waste time over here, let me complete and let me send you guys over GitHub. By the time you guys do practice on the JDBC, don't focus, but you have seen, right, how we can do it, how we can write in an index page. I will send you the, after completion, I will send you. You guys can run it in your local. You can see that you can do this in Eclipse as well, IntelliJ as well, in any of the tool you can use it for that. Let me complete and send you why this servlet HTML page is not coming. I'll check that. That maybe some issues is there.
So will you show us like how you are going to set up here after this?
Yes, not now. Maybe I will show you on Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Okay. Because now I'll be leaving. I have to go. And the thing is, you guys do practice on the JDBC part, which is I've already checked in. Do a little bit more. In Sunday's exam, you'll expect a lot from JDBC. I mean, it's fully on JDBC. Okay. Okay, I think anything else we can discuss on the revision class, as well as definitely on the Monday's class as well. So make sure to be available on the class. I will be talking more on this integration part. Okay, and we'll see on your screen how we can do the integration part there as well. Thank you.